you know, a lot of people misunderstand. I don't love film. I hate film because it was used against me. It was used against my psyche. It was used against my people. So I'm not like this blind, oh, film, I'll kill to do film. No, I'm suspicious of cinema. It has destroyed Native Americans, so many Latin Americans, their history destroyed by this 100 years history of this weapon. In fact, Latin Americans call it the new hydrogen bomb. So why would I love cinema? I never. From day one, I was not. I look like I love film when I talk shots and film grammar and my students to make them work hard. I sound like I love film, but it's a misinformation I'm giving out.
Was there a film that you saw in your developing years that made you say, aha, I have to make film?
Yeah. The Power of Cinema, Usman Semben, you know, his film Black Girl, Boram Sarat opened my eyes. Latin American films, The Hour of the Furnace by Solanas. You know, The Blood of the Condor by Sanjinas from Bolivia. Miguel Litin, The Jackal. My brother, Latin America. Even American filmmakers that are going around not paying tribute were influenced by Cuban films like Memories of Underdevelopment. So when I was at UCLA, these are the movies that I was attracted to when I saw the power of the cinema. And so I would say, you know, first understand clearly the historical circumstances of the time and place you live. Don't think yourself egotistically as God. When you think of yourself God, you compromise your principles because there is no such a thing. For me, look at the time and place you live. Stories are critical and important and therapeutic, but prepare yourself. Storytellers cannot outlandishly, flippantly make a story of a people and make sense. Respect your people, respect yourself, respect where you come from, respect the past, whatever people attempted to do without you judging it in your own time and capsule. And then study a great deal. Not only your own cultural outputs of African descendants from here, Africa, Brazil, but also the world. Read Russian literature. Go into some Chinese novels, translated, of course, if you don't speak Chinese. Go to writers in Europe, Latin America. Read Open Veins to Latin America. Galliano is one of the most powerful writers. Read George Jackson. Don't underestimate just because a black man or a woman is in prison. Read Angela Davis. All the time study. And don't say, until I study, I'll not make a movie. I'm not saying that. Study concurrently as you tell your story. Grow. Be willing to grow. And then the final thing is respect people walking to see your film. Respect each one and every one of them. If they walked left, they could go to a bar, they could go to a date, they could go many places. They came to a room to see your film, whether 5, 10, 100. Respect them first. Don't be arrogant filmmaker, because filmmaking is a fascist preoccupation. You walk all over people. You exploit women, you screw everybody, because the movie is your right of being fascist. Don't be part of that. Fight the decadent culture of filmmaking as it comes down to us from Hollywood, spearheaded by Hollywood. It's not a big deal to be a filmmaker. You cannot be forgiven just because you're a filmmaker to walk all over people. And that to me is how you prepare. And this is nothing. I mean, I'm not saying nothing new, but this is saying respect yourself, respect the people who come to see. Be grateful they came to see your film. And hear them out, because your next film is going to grow and be better from listening to them.
I'd ask Bradford, do you think real, true black cinema can exist within the Hollywood system?
No. There's no truly, really, truly white cinema now anymore. In the way we know white cinema like Citizen Kane, or, you know, even John Ford, however racist he was. Even white film has become a clone. It has become plastic. It's become the human part of white story. Even, the literature like Faulkner and all those guys, the American Grapes of Wrath cannot be made now. Taking its time, for Henry Fonda to just do his monologue. Now he has to sell his chest, if not a Coke, if not a jacket, if not a fashion. So even white films are in trouble. Forget black people and Native Americans, etc. White films are in trouble. White cinema is in its decadent era. It's mutated to be stupid. Some of the best white filmmakers don't even make movies anymore. They make wine or make spaghetti. They stop because they say, I can't be silly and stupid. And most of them will tell you the films they made in the 1960s, 70s, 80s cannot be made now because this doggy industry has become a garbage disposal. So what you see is white garbage decorated by black garbage. Okay, now Hispanic and Asian garbage, mix all that. It's supposed to be multicultural gratification. No, it's capitalism concocting its own gumbo to still live more years exploiting people.